Welcome. In this video we are solving question from GATE 2016 from electronics branch, and it is based on MOSFET. So it says that consider a long channel NMOS transistor. So we are given a NMOSFET with source and body connected together. So obviously in most of the MOSFETs the source and the body are connected together. Assume that the electron mobility is independent of VGS and VDS. Also this is also we assume this only in most of the discussions or in every discussions. Then so these statements are only for taking that we are given a long channel NMOS transistor. So long channel means we do not have to consider the channel length modulation. Long channel means we do not have to consider the channel length modulation uh, effect. Okay, so CLM effect we do not have to consider. Then it says that given GM equal to 0.5 microampere per volt for VDS equal to 50 millivolt and VGS equal to 2 volt. So for VDS equal to 50 millivolt and for VGS this GM is given as this, and GD is given as this for VGS equal to 2 volt and VDS equal to 0 volt. So GM and GD are given, and GM and GD we all know that GM is equal to delta ID upon delta VGS and GD equal to delta ID upon delta VDS. So we have to find the threshold voltage of the transistor. So again this is a very easy question and a very good question as well. So we have to do GM delta ID upon delta VGS and delta ID upon delta VDS. So let's write the equation for ID. So ID is given as ID equal to mu n COX W by 2L. Okay, mu n COX W by 2L. So this is all a constant, so we can write this also as Kn. So we can write this as Kn, because all these are constant values, so we can represent them together by Kn. So ID equal to Kn twice of VGS minus VTH into VDS minus VDS square. This is the equation for current in the linear region. Okay, and we have to assume that transistor is in linear region because we have to find GM and GD. If we consider saturation region, then obviously we will not be able to find GD. Okay, so we have taken the equation for MOSFET current in linear region. Now if you find delta ID upon delta VGS, if you find GM, so GM equal to delta ID upon delta VGS, then just do the partial differentiation, so it will give you Kn into, this will give you Kn into 2 VDS, Kn into 2 VDS. So if you find GM is given to us, GM was given as 0.5 microampere per volt. So we can write 0.5 microampere per volt equal to Kn into 2 VDS. And VDS was also given, VDS was given as 50 millivolt. VDS was given as 50 millivolt. So I am writing here 50 millivolt. So 50. So into 50 into 10 to power minus 3. Okay. So this is equal. So from this we can find the value of Kn. From this we can find the value of Kn. So from this the value of Kn will be equal to, this is 2 into, if we find the value of Kn, then Kn will be equal to 5 microampere per volt square. 5 microampere per volt square. Okay, now let's find for GD. So GD is given as delta ID upon delta VDS. GD is given as delta ID upon delta VDS. So if we find del GD, then this will be equal to Kn is outside. GD will be equal to twice of VGS minus VTH minus 2 VDS. So the value of GD was given as 8 microampere per volt for VGS equal to 2 volt and for VDS equal to 0 volt. So GD was given as 8 microampere per volt and Kn we have found out to be 5 microampere per volt square. Okay, so this will be equal to, now this value of GD is for VGS equal to 2 volt and for VDS equal to 0 volt. So when we replace VDS with 0 volt, then this term will disappear. So this will be equal to twice of VGS minus VTH. So if you solve it, microampere and microampere will get cancelled. VGS value is given as 2. VGS value is given as 2. So if you do this, 8 divided by 5 will be equal to 1.6. So this will be equal to 4 minus 2 VTH. VTH is your threshold voltage. So if you find out the value of VTH, VTH will be equal to 1.2 volt. So this was a very easy question. Just by doing partial differentiation, we found out the value of threshold voltage. So in this question, just we had to use this the drain current equation and then first differentiate ID with respect to VGS to find GM and then differentiate ID with respect to VDS to find GD. And using the value of GM, we can find Kn, and then you substituting the value of Kn, we are given the VGS and VDS in the question itself. So and GD was also given in the question itself. So GD was given in the question, Kn we found out from GM equation, VGS was given to us and VDS was given to us as 0. So all the terms were known, only VTH was unknown. So we found out VTH also. So in this way we can easily solve this question. So thank you. If you have any doubt, you can post your comment in the comment box and I will solve your doubt. Thank you and best of luck.